Yo, what's up everyone? I hope you're doing well. Just want to do a very quick video on these Arcteryx Atom jackets. I want to go on a hike this weekend and I also want to do this video, so I was like, well, might as well combine the two. So apologies if the audio or the lighting is not the best for this. Thank you for bearing with me on that. So the Arcteryx Atom jacket, it is a staple jacket in their lineup. They carry it every season. The colors will vary occasionally. They'll have some unique colors, for every year or so, but they always have their staple colors as well. And this Atom jacket comes in four variants technically. It comes in a lightweight and a heavyweight version. I have both. So right now I'm wearing the lightweight, or formerly known as the LT. And then they also have a heavyweight version, which they recently deemed the heavyweight. And I think it used to be called the AR jacket, and so I'm assuming to avoid confusion, they just dropped it. LTAR and just went Atom and then Atom Heavyweight. Simplicity. And they also come in a hoodie and a non-hoodie version. So my heavyweight's non-hoodie and my lightweight one is the hoodie version. So I think I get a good sense of both worlds here. I picked up this LT or lightweight Atom hoodie about a year ago and I've worn it a lot. I've done a lot of hiking in it, worn it around town a lot. And it's a very, very versatile piece. Both of these are. And so my goal with this video is to kind of go over my general thoughts on it, go over the features, and then try and share my thoughts on which one would be right for you, because these are expensive jackets. You definitely want to make sure you get the right one for you and your needs. Running through the features of the jacket, the insulation is synthetic, which the nice thing about synthetic insulation is while it's not as lightweight or compactable as traditional down, if you do get this piece wet, it will do a better job of insulating you, even if the insulation gets damp. Now, it won't be comfortable, but if you're in a pinch and you do get wet, it's better to have synthetic than down. And another reason why I do like the synthetic is I find it a little bit easier to clean. I go ahead and throw this in the wash with the Nick Wax technical wash just to be safe, and all the performance of the fabric insulation has held up after many washes of both these items. The outer shell of these jackets are a synthetic nylon, and it does have a good degree of wind resistance and water resistance as well. Of course, these are not shell jackets, so do not take it out in a huge rainstorm and expect to be dry, but if you do get caught in a little bit of snow, a little bit of light rain, you're gonna be fine. Both of these jackets just have standard zippers, no double zips, and each have a nice little elastic band around the cuff. Does a nice job of keeping the wind out and stuff. Nothing's too special about those. And on both these jackets on the inside, there is a little chest pocket on the inner left side. So nice to keep wallet keys in when you're out hiking. And a nice feature on the hand pockets, they are fleece lined as well. So they kind of act as little hand warmers if you're just going on a quick walk, and you can throw your hands in there and it's kind of nice and warm. And on both of these jackets, they do have an elastic adjustment on the hem here. I usually tighten mine in. Now, the only differences between the heavyweight and the lightweight, or you can actually see on the lightweight, of course, it is not as much insulation, so the standard Atom jackets are easier to pack down and to store away in your bag than the heavyweight. But also, on the sides of your torso, it's actually not insulated with any synthetic down, but it's rather a fleece material. And so what's nice about that is if you are layering with this piece, which is designed to largely be a mid layer, is it doesn't create as much bulk along the side, so it's easier to layer, let's say, a shell jacket on top of it than the traditional heavyweight, which just has more bulk around it. And the only differences between the hoodie and non-hoodie version in terms of features is obviously the hood. And so just kind of talking it through, what's nice about it is it does have a little bit of it's not a wire, but it's kind of a stiffer piece here that kind of forms like a bill. So even if you don't have a ball cap on, it will kind of stick out a little bit and protect your eyes a little bit from the sun or any snow or whatnot. There is no adjustment to pinch the face in. However, it does have this elastic band here. And on the back, there is an adjustment. So if you want to tighten it around your head, you can do that. And that would be helpful in very windy conditions, perhaps. But usually just the standard hood. It's tight enough. You can't fit like a helmet under this if you're rock climbing or something, or a ski helmet. So it's not that large of one, but it's really nice. Kind of hugs your face nicely, does its job well. Now, what are my use cases for the LT or lightweight versus the heavyweight? Obviously, it comes down to temperature, and you have to factor in activity as well. So right now it's about 47 right now, and I'm up in the woods, in the mountains, and the sun's out, and since I was hiking, I opted to wear the standard lightweight one, just so I wouldn't overheat as much. However, if I were going to be stagnant, not moving, not active in this weather, I would much prefer the heavyweight one. However, right now I am comfortable. I do have a sweatshirt underneath this, and I'm really just fine. However, if that sun went down, I would definitely want the heavyweight. In my opinion, the general temperature range for the standard Atom lightweight jacket is, I would say, anywhere from probably about mid 40s up to about 60 degrees. That is kind of the comfortable range that I find this jacket to perform very well in. Now, if you're going to be doing anything where the temperature drops really below freezing at all, I would definitely opt for the heavyweight one as well. Now, living in Colorado, from about November, December through, I would say, April, I would be wearing the heavyweight one much more, even around town, than this lightweight one. However, the lightweight one is very nice to have year round, especially if you go camping, you climb up to a high altitude lake. It's nice to throw on, and it's more packable for a backpack, a day hike. And I did bring this jacket on a 6-day backpacking trip in Iceland, and I was always warm. It was a perfect amount of insulation, not too much. Kept me warm just lounging around camp as well. I feel like the heavyweight one would be probably a little bit too much, and the temperature range would be about in the 50s there and humid. So just to give some context, if you're trying to decide between heavyweight and lightweight. Now, comparing the hoodie version to the non-hoodie version, honestly, if I had to pick between them, I would go with the non-hoodie version. And my reason behind that is I find the non-hoodie version easier to style in outfits around town, around the city. I think it just looks a little bit more put together, looks more clean. It's a little bit more versatile in my opinion. Now, I do wear this hoodie version casually as well. Posted many outfit pictures with this on. I do wear this a lot. However, I think around town, the non-hoodie version just looks a little bit better, whereas the hoodie version definitely looks more so like an outdoor piece of gear. Now, in terms of sizing, I got both of these in a size medium. I am 6'2" and about like 165 pounds, I think. And my chest measurement's about 38 inches around, just for reference. And with both of these, both the heavyweight and the standard version, I can both layer a shell jacket on top comfortably, and this Arcteryx shell jacket is also a size medium. So if you're worried a lot about like, oh, can I layer a jacket over it? Should I go LT or size down? In my experience, it's fine just to go with your standard cut with either one. Of course, with the heavyweight, there will be a little bit more bulk, but it's really not that noticeable. So my final verdict on, hey, should I get the heavyweight or the standard version? That's really going to boil down to what's your activity level going to be and where do you live. So if you're going to be hiking a lot, doing a lot of exercise, probably opt for the lightweight version if you're only going to get one. Now, if you live in a colder climate, obviously get the heavyweight one. And my personal opinion, if you're debating between the hoodie version and non-hoodie version, if you could only have one, I would go non-hoodie. It's just more versatile, the style. Also, on durability, the only time I've noticed any wear or tear on these jackets is kind of in the pit area. There's a little bit of like material kind of pilling up, and just and also a little bit on the sleeve. You can just tell it's just worn just a tad. It's really not bad, and I've worn these jackets a lot. So I'm honestly not surprised. I mean, no piece of clothing is going to show no signs of wear. So generally speaking, I find Arcteryx, while it is expensive, it's generally worth the money. Especially something like this, it's timeless. It's not going to go in or out of style. It's not going to go in and out of functionality. It's not like there's going to be some miraculous leap forward and insulating technology and this will become obsolete. So if you get a good quality insulating jacket that you can wear around town, hiking, pack it away, I think it's stylish. I think it goes really well with kind of the techie, cyberpunky look. But really, especially if you get the non-hoodie version in like a color like black, man, you can wear that with like pretty much anything, and I think it will look good still. So, another thought.